Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Crystal Christine, and this video is going to be about things I wish I would have told my younger self. Now, I've seen this video swirling around YouTube and I wanted to do it for quite a while now. So I said today I'm just going to go ahead and just get it done. So, and then plus I just got through picking up my daughter from school. She had tutoring, and I got the younger kids in there watching TV. So yeah, so hopefully I can get this video done without them crying and I have to stop, and I don't want to edit so much on this video. I just want to go ahead and be able to put it up. So with that being said, some of the things that I could have told my younger self is to not take everything so seriously. When I was younger, I used to take everything serious because I didn't know when, some people was playing. They didn't look like they was playing when they talked to me because I got teased so much. I just took everything seriously. And to be able to, smile often. I had a lot of people tell me to smile. You got a pretty smile. Just put a smile on your face. And to be honest, I am now and then was a laid back person. I am so laid back, and sometimes if I'm not smiling, it's not because I'm mad or anything. It's just because sometimes I may be thinking about something, and which caused me to be in a deep thought, and I'm not smiling. So I just want to say, looking at myself, if I can tell my younger self to just be happy and forget about what other people think about you, and to do you, and to be grateful, and to love yourself and smile no matter what the occasion is. Just keep a smile on your face because you're beautiful. No matter what anybody tell you, you're beautiful. So that's the first thing that I want to tell my younger self. The second thing that I want to tell myself is to accept yourself as God made you. You're unique. There's not another person like you. So be able to love who you are, your melanin, the shape of your face, your complexion, your attitude, your demeanor. Be able to the shape that God gave you. Be able to accept yourself and to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, no one will love you as much as, other than God, no one else will love you more than you love yourself. Yeah, be able to love yourself. God makes no mistakes, and he made you exactly how he wanted you to be. So be able to love everything about yourself, because you're pretty, you're kind, you're outgoing, you're intelligent, you would do great things. So be able to love yourself. So the third thing that I wish I would have told my younger self, back then I was so shy and so quiet, and when anytime somebody was to say something to me, I'd probably go run and cry to my older sisters, or shy away from crowds, and or get by myself and write things out. I was always a writer. I kept things down on a piece of paper all the time, my feelings. It was just a way for me to get things out, because I used to hold things in a lot. So if I could tell my younger self, is to speak up for yourself, because no one else is going to speak up for you. You have to be able to speak up for yourself. Be able to stand up for yourself. Okay? And that's another reason why, by me being, shy when I was younger, is because, I kind of stayed to myself. I really didn't know how to meet others because I was shy. I was scared to I was scared to know what they thought of me. So not being able to stand up for myself kept me apart from meeting new people. So I kind of wished I would have told my younger self is to stand up for yourself and speak up. Okay? So the fourth thing is, don't worry about what nobody say. When I was younger, I was always thinking about why somebody did what they did. I always questioned myself and I just had to know why. You know, I used to beat myself up about it as well. Like, why they don't like me? Why did they say this? And I just had to find out. And I was just asking other people, my sisters, like, why did they do what they did? Or why they don't like me? I mean, I'm a good person. I don't bother anybody. You know, why they don't like me? So just be able to understand you will never know why someone do and say the things that they say or do. So never ask why, because you will kill yourself trying to think of reasons why this person don't like you. Like, I was to a point where let's figure this out. Let's do this over. Let me call you on the phone. Let's have a conversation. You gonna tell me why you don't like me. So, you know, sometimes people won't like you for the smallest reasons and probably for no reason at all. Sometimes people don't like you because they got some insecurities of themselves. You know what I'm saying? So just don't worry about what others say about you. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just because they don't like you, with that, will you die tomorrow because this person don't like you? It's going to be a lot of other people in this world that's not going to like you. So just hold your head up and realize that you can't please everybody. Okay? You can't please everybody. You can't make everybody love you. So just be able to move forward. Just be able to move forward from that and be able to do everything you need to do in order to stay sane. If I can talk to my younger self and tell my younger self some things, I would tell my younger self that it's okay to make mistakes. You know, you are not perfect. No one's perfect. It's okay to make mistakes. As long as you learn from your mistakes, just don't keep making those same mistakes. Just be able to move forward from them and know and learn from your mistakes and move forward, and don't keep looking back and dwelling on those mistakes that you have made. Just move forward. And it's okay to make those mistakes, because if you didn't make those mistakes, you never know in the long run what was right and what was wrong. So just letting you know now that it's okay to make mistakes. Just be able to grow from it. Okay. Another thing, now this is a big one. I wish I could have told my younger self to save money. Okay? Saving money and putting money to the side, I mean, would have set my life up right now to be everything that I had dreamed it to be. Okay? So be able to save money. I mean, I had so much money that it came through my hands from me working hard, and you know, I really didn't blow my money off like that, but I didn't spend my money wisely. And if I would have, when I was younger, I didn't really care about no credit. I was just getting stuff and I was saying, okay, well, this credit ain't gonna do me justice. And I was like, who needs credit? That's what I was thinking about until I got older. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to get this home. Oh my gosh, I want to get this vehicle. And now by me being in my 30s, you know, I'm like, I wish my credit was where it needs to be so I can do this, be able to do this and do that for my family. So just be able to spend your money wisely, be able to save your money and work on your credit. And be able to work on your credit. I'm sorry, my daughter's school was calling. I'm not sure why, but I'm pretty sure they'll leave a message. So, you know, be able to spend your money wisely and be able to keep your bank account open and don't make no rash decisions on spending money. And if you have a lot of friends and then blowing your money off on your friends or something like that. So just be able to save. Because I know sometimes, you know, when you having an emergency and you need money right now, it's just, and you don't have it, you need a tire, or you need, or your tire done blew out, or your truck is in the shop and you don't have the money right now to get it out, and now you have to work overtime to get your vehicle, or if you get into an accident. It's just so much stuff that comes along with that. And now it's like, once you didn't save your money, you robbing Peter to pay Paul. So just be able to learn how to save and spend your money wisely. Don't rush to become an adult. Please don't rush to become an adult. You have your whole childhood, you have all your teenage years. Do not rush to become an adult. You want to be able to have fun. You want to be able to live your life. Don't try to become an adult real fast, because you're gonna wish you was back home with your parents not paying any bills. And when these bills hit you, when you start having kids, you're gonna wish you was a kid again. So remember that song? Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Some days I say I wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Some days I say I wish I was a kid again. Y'all remember that song? And I love that song. And I used to sing that when I was a teen. When I used to sing that when I was a teenager, because how my life was set up was I kind of had to grow up kind of fast a little bit, because I moved in with one of my sisters at a young age. And well, I didn't grow up too fast, but I moved in with one of my sisters and I had to pay bills over there. So I went out and got me a job, and all I was doing when I was in high school, all I was thinking about is to go to work so I can be able to pay my sister so I can stay there, stay with her. And I ended up getting my first car. Then I had to keep gas in my car so I can get back and forth to work and to school. So, I mean, at a young age, I still had bills to pay, which I'm not mad at all, because, you know, this was something that I wanted to do. I wanted to get out there and be able to, you know, work and pay for the things that I need, you know. My hair is, whew. Be able to pay for things that I need, as far as, you know, my personal things that I needed, because I knew nobody else was going to do it for me. So I had to get out there and work and do what I needed to do. So just don't try to grow up too fast. Enjoy your childhood. Be able to have fun and go out and go to different places and travel and, you know, do all that good stuff, because you get only one childhood. Once your childhood is gone, and once those teenage years is gone, we cannot revert back time. So you can't go back in time and do anything over. You can't go, once it's done, it's done. You can't go back in time and do anything over. So cherish your youth, cherish your childhood. Don't grow up too fast, because, you know, sometimes when you grow up too fast and you've seen so many things, when you've seen so many things in your life, you feel like once you got into your 30s, you're feeling real old because you done did everything while you was younger. So be able to slow down and cherish the moments. Okay, don't be a follower, try to be a leader. Don't go following people, especially being around the wrong crowd, and you end up following somebody. You ain't gonna do nothing, but especially if you're in the wrong crowd, you're gonna end up following somebody straight to jail. Okay, learn how to be a leader, be able to do things that you can accomplish things and tell and be able to talk about. Don't be out there following people and don't be out there following people that they have a bad reputation, because doing nothing but setting yourself up to have a bad reputation as well. So be able to be a leader, and not a follower. Number 9, it's okay to need help. It's okay to want help. Don't think you can do everything. Don't think you can be Superwoman and you can take on the world by yourself. And now, when I was younger, I felt like I didn't want to ask nobody for any help. I felt like that I can do everything by myself, and that I'll be weak if I ask somebody for any type of help. So that I kind of still feel that way a little bit, and that haven't changed at all. But if I can go back and tell my younger self just to ask for help if you really need it. It's people out there that is willing to help you. And my husband tell me all the time. He tell me all the time, like, you always try to do everything yourself and just ask for help. And I'm learning to be submissive to him. But at the same time, I feel like I know I got my husband. I know he have my back. But sometimes you feel like can't nobody do it better than you. Okay, so just learn to be able to ask for that help. And it doesn't mean all the time that you're weak and that you can't do anything, that you don't have your stuff together. It's just sometimes you just may need that help. This is number 10. Now, when I was younger, I used to always love healthy relationships. And I used to want to be in a relationship. I got my first relationship when I was 16, and I just thought that relationship was going to last forever. Oh, young me. I don't know why I thought that. But, sometimes you being in love and you thought that was going to be your only person that you was going to fall in love with, and nobody could tell you anything about this person because he's yours and he's not nobody else's. Psych. So just, me, I kind of set myself up to be stuck in a way, because while I was back home, because I got my first job when I was 16. I got my first vehicle when I was 17, and I was out on my own when I had turned 18. So, and I was still in high school, and I just felt like I just wanted to have a family, and I wanted a baby, and I was in the house playing Mary Poppins, so, and I wasn't allowing myself to live. I wasn't going anywhere. It's a lot of things that I didn't do. I wasn't traveling at all. So if I can go back and tell my younger self, is to travel, be able to learn cultures, and just be able to have fun while you're traveling, and don't stay tied down, especially when the next person isn't able and willing to do the same. So be able to get out there and travel and go places that you never gone before and see things, because you only get one life. You only get one life, and go ahead and live it. So if I can go back in time, I would tell my younger self to, once I got finished with high school, was to travel, to see the world, and do everything that I wanted to do at a young age. because it's a lot of places and there's a lot of things that I'm willing to do now, because then I wasn't willing to do it, because my mind was set on me starting a family at a young age. So be able to get up off your behind and do something, like work out. Don't be stagnant and want to lay around all over the place, and you're getting unhealthy, and be be able to move around, be able to get up and do stuff with your day, and don't just lay around the house and not do anything. I mean, do something with yourself. If I can go back and tell my younger self, another thing I would be able to tell myself, to be able to forgive others. I was always this type of person when I was younger. If somebody did something to me, I just kind of X'd you out of my life. And I just didn't want to, just leave that relationship alone completely. So even if you leave that relationship alone completely, just be able to forgive whatever it is that they done. Just be able to forgive so you can have peace with yourself, because once you're not able to forgive that person for doing whatever it is that they did, it's something in your heart that holds you back. So be able to forgive and you'll feel a lot better. Believe me, you'll feel a lot better. Now, this next thing that I'm going to say is, I struggled with trying to find my purpose in life. Now, I knew as a young girl I wanted to be a nurse, but I used to always ask myself, what is my purpose in life? Why am I here? Why am I here? And I used to have conversations with the Lord, trying to figure out what my purpose was. And it always came back to me that I belonged in the healthcare field and I needed to become a nurse. And that's why I beat myself up so much. When I was in nursing school, I was hard on myself, because this is not exactly what I wanted to do, and I wasn't giving up for no means necessary. So just to, not beat yourself up, don't beat yourself up so much, and just finding out your purpose in life. And once you find out your purpose in life, you will be better off, and you'll feel much, much better when you find your purpose in life. The next thing I want to say is, have a relationship with God. When I was younger, a little girl, we did go to church. We was often to church, but as time went on, I drifted away from the church. So if I could tell my younger self, to stay in church and to be able, I still, at this day, I don't go to church every day. I need to get my family and I back into church, but I do want to say that I do have a relationship with the Lord. I do talk to the Lord, and he helped me see things and put things in perspective. So, just be able to continue to have that relationship with the Lord, if not more. Recognize when it's time to walk away. And I'm going to say it again. Recognize when it's time to walk away. Believe me when I tell you, I've been put in situations where I hate to give up on a relationship, even when I know it's time to walk away. I try to give it my all and try to make them see what it is that I see for our relationship. But sometimes you can't make somebody see anything. You can't make somebody stay that don't want to be there. So recognize when it's time to walk away, whether it's a friendship or a relationship. Just recognize when it's time for you to walk away, because sometimes walking away is the best thing that you can do for yourself and for the next person, for the other person. So just be able to be aware of what it is that you want and to walk away from certain situations, because sometimes in the end it isn't worth it anyway. Don't dim your light to let somebody else's light shine. Be able to stand out. If I was to go back and tell my younger self, that is what I want to tell my younger self. Be able to stand out. Be able to shine bright like a diamond. Be able to speak up. Okay? Like, do not dim your light for nobody else, because to be honest, they're not going to dim their light for you, and some will step on your toes to get to where they're going and leave you in the dust. Okay? So be able to stand out and be proud of yourself. Now, I also want to say, if you around people and you see all your friends around you is they getting their jobs, they're getting their house, well, I would say jobs. If you see your friends at a young age and they buying all these clothes and they just first got their car, and when they got out of high school, they got the job of their dreams, and you have prayed and prayed and prayed for things that you wanted and you haven't received it, just believe that it's not your time yet, and your time will come. Believe it. God always listens. Believe me, he's always listening, no matter if it comes today, tomorrow, or a year from now. You'll get exactly what you asked for. So just be careful too what you put out into the universe, and be careful for what you ask for, because you will receive it. So don't step on nobody else's toes. Don't hate on them from them getting what they wanted out of life, because your time will come. God never lets you down. Trust me when I tell you, God never lets you down. So be able to be humble, because your time will come. If I can tell my younger self, is to be happy, be strong, young, have fun. You only get one life, so live it. Live it. I hope you like this video. Let me know in the comment box, what would you tell your younger self? And give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and bye guys.